Hello! Today we finished playing video game Horizon Zero Dawn. But I wasn't done streaming for the day, so I decided to do some Reddit stories. So, here we go. I hope you guys like it. I don't really know. But, yeah, maybe I'll try to do some more. But, I don't really know. I don't know yet. Him after he took his abusive sister on vacation. Am I overreacting for crying after my BF told me to have a hot body by next year or else he's leaving? What? My BF, 29 male, and I, 26 female, are chilling on the couch and both scrolling through TikTok. Our phones were pretty close, so we could see each other's screens. Across a video of a girl in a bikini and said, "Ooh, she's hot." But that's not an issue, but the next words that came out of his mouth is, "You should have that body by next year or else I'm leaving." I know he's joking, but I was hurt. My mind can't comprehend why, but I almost instantly got teary-eyed. For context, I'm 53 kg. And 5'2". I'm not fat, but I was much slimmer when we started dating. Maybe it hit me harder because he got me pregnant twice last year and both ended in termination. I feel like that really affected my body and played a big part in my weight gain. He did try to comfort me after seeing I was teary-eyed, but after he went home I just cried hard, like full-on wailed. I feel like I'm overreacting, to be honest. We both value being fit. We're active, we do sports, and I really don't want to be fat. I know he probably didn't mean it seriously, but it still hurt. Am I overreacting for feeling this way? Like, why was the pregnancy stuff because it affected her body? I feel like even mentioning that is just gonna bring a lot of hate from people who have strong opinions on that. So I'm like, I don't know if that should have been mentioned. Okay. Well, we only have 2 comments so far because it was like posted 9 minutes ago. Yeah, no, he did try to comfort me after seeing I was teary-eyed, but after he went home, I just cried hard. Wait. Okay. Well, he's not saying that she's not slim enough, I think. Oh, no, she did say that she was much slimmer when they started dating. So I'm like, that's 116. That's nothing. Although, I mean, compared to what I am. I don't remember the last time I was... No, actually I did get down to 113. Like 2021. And that was scary. Because I was pretty much not eating much at all. And then I went up to like 200. Just... But yet 116 is like nothing at all. But being like toned is different than being skinny. So it's not about losing weight, it's about doing some exercise and stuff. But no, I don't think they're overreacting. But yeah, no, don't, no, guys, do not say that even as a joke. Like this, just, jeez. Even as a joke, just don't do it. Don't do it. No. Um, give me a second. I want to. Where's my? So I realize that I'm facing that way when I'm reading, which looks weird because. There we go. Now at least it looks like I'm looking at the text. Does that make sense? I don't know. Oh. Did you like the thing? I was getting it displayed on my other screen. I do like reading it better over here though. Yeah, no. They're not overreacting for feeling that way. But don't joke like that. That's not cool. Just don't do it. I don't know if I have anything to comment on that. If you guys want me to play games, just tell me a game to play. Just tell me. I could play like Splatoon, I could play like some Super Smash Bros. I don't know. I could just go on my Switch and find some other demos to play. Until somebody tells me something else to do. I'm just gonna read some of these. Yeah, that was... Oh, am I in the... AIO, my 20 female. Boyfriend, 20 male. I can't even say backflip. You expect me to do one? That's not gonna happen. Was not honest about his drug usage. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about a year now. When we had initially started dating, my family disapproved of him due to his drug use. Although it was only thought to have been weed due to my views about it growing up with my family, I have not been big into weed. But when my boyfriend told me he used a couple times a week, I didn't care. No other drugs were mentioned, and I had made clear... How long is this? I made clear that even weed, although extremely tame, was not something I had initially been into. Over the course of a relationship, I'd found out more, which honestly made me extremely uneasy. My boyfriend had used, and at festivals was using MDMA and ketamine. I told him I was extremely uncomfortable with this and decided that, since it was against what I felt okay with, warranted ending the relationship for both of our sakes. Yeah, that's fair. Over the course of a few... Hey, we got Save Digibot still giving us... Because I didn't turn it off. What I felt okay with warranted ending the relationship for both of our sakes. Over the course of a few hours, I had been made out to be extremely uneducated on drugs and controlling. I understand why someone may want to do them, as, in his words, he wanted to experiment, but it's not what I would want in something long-term. During this conversation, he had agreed to not use harder drugs, such as the MDMA and ketamine. With this topic worrying me, I had cried to him in his arms multiple times about it. It is a tough subject since my half-sister is a drug addict to these drugs. He had reassured me it was not a problem. Upon mentioning the issue again a few months later, he had told me he was going to use these drugs, and that he had told me that he was going to use these drugs, and that he was dishonest since I was the most considerate person I've ever met and did not want to lose you. Ever since that day, I have nonstop felt extremely lied to, and honestly just broken. He refuses to not do any of these drugs, regardless of how I feel, and even though he calls me controlling and says it's for fun, I love him so much. Or so much. I cannot handle this lie, especially since he is at the festival he wanted to go to now, and ultimately unresponsive to my worries about what he could do to himself or our relationship. Am I overreacting? I feel like I'm crying every night over what he could do to us. 5 minutes ago. I think if a couple each has different views on drugs, they probably shouldn't be together. This is kind of where I sit at. I don't know that I could say anything other than that. I mean, yeah, I think what he's on is probably maybe not the worst of things, but when like she's not even into weed itself, then that makes the whole thing. You're not overreacting. Weed is one thing, but he hid multiple hard drug habits. Still plans to, despite knowing your history and comfort level. Yeah. I don't know if I should respond, but yeah. I'd say yeah. It's yeah. If you got two different opinions on what you're okay with on that, then it's very hard for a relationship to work out. Husband spends thousands on OnlyFans, at a loss of how to move forward. Unless you were okay with him using OnlyFans, then divorce. My 35 female, husband 30 male, have been together for 4 years, married for 7 months. Oh, to say I've had rotten luck my love life is an understatement. Married twice before. It took a lot of convincing and soul searching before I said yes to him. Ooh. What? The heartbreak emoji is real. Was there a heartbreak emoji? I didn't see a heartbreak emoji. But you might not be. I don't feel like reading. Am I overreacting from my mom's been treating me in. Oh! It's a GG bot. Yes. Coming here because I low-key feel like I'm insane whenever I talk to my mom. I did just graduate high school, but I feel like I'm grasping at straws to get my mom to interact with me. My parents did plan a divorce back in August, so she moved out, but my father is in the Navy, so he's been underway a lot more recently. Spent 5 weeks alone near the end of the school year, and now I'm on week 2 of summer, but she only comes down for like an hour or 2 every week. What is going on? Hello, coming here because I low-key feel like I'm insane whenever I talk to my mom. I'm 18 female, just recently graduated high school, but I feel like I'm grasping at straws to get my mom to interact with me. My parents did plan a divorce back in August, so she moved out, but my father's in the Navy, so he's been underway a lot more recently. Spent 5 weeks alone near the end of the school year, and now I'm on week 2 of summer, but she only comes down for like an hour or two every week. Okay, so parents divorced. The dad's not even home. He's off at sea. The mom moved away. It's not that she moved out, but she actually moved away. So if she just moved out and it was nearby, then I would think that she would go live with the mom. The mom's actually home. So she's been at the family home alone. The dad must have inherited the home. So she's just alone in that house. Is that what I'm getting? Spent 5 weeks alone near the end of the school year. I guess that makes sense. You didn't want to leave before the school year ended. Now I'm on week 2 of summer, but she only comes down for like an hour or two every week. Why don't you go to her? What's going on? She's been late to things, came 3 hours late when I was going to eat with her and before a meeting, and came just in time for the meeting. Then there was another time where I invited her to a movie and she came down and she was an hour late, then drank during the movie. She never spends a lot more time with me, and I've asked repeatedly to get more, but she called me selfish for wanting her to sleep in her ex-husband's house, which I didn't even say, and is constantly making comments about how my dad isn't trying when he's in the military. And when he's here, he spends all the time he can with me while dividing it with his fiancée. When did they get? August. So he has a fiancée, but they clearly haven't been dating even for a year. So they got, they got engaged pretty fast there. Was he cheating on the mom? What's going on? He spends and his fiancée now, which I do agree with my mom, that was too quick. Is what I just said. And he's even rejected his fiancée to spend time with me when he can. Hate to add, but my mom has made comments that because this lady is Chinese, she's a spy or whatnot on a few occasions. Or how she just wants a green card. The Chinese are great where they are. They don't need to spy on us. They don't really care about us as much as we think. We are not the center of their worlds, okay? What is with Americans thinking that the Chinese are like obsessed with us? Like stalk your ex-boyfriend. We're more like a distant cousin. They're like, oh, they're cool. They watch our shows and stuff, and meanwhile we're just cold and distant and we don't watch any of their stuff. We should watch more of their stuff, guys. They have some really cool fantasy dramas. I love them so much. But seriously, she's a Chinese spy. She just wants a green card. I might say that about if somebody was like Filipino. Sorry to anyone who's Filipino. You see more Filipinos in America than you see Chinese immigrants. Oh, I don't need to be eating sunflower seeds. I have a lot of, when I play MMOs, there's a lot of Filipinos that actually live in the Philippines on there. So I'm chill with them. I swear. I'm just joking. It's funny. Spying went on a few occasions. She just wants a green card. But today I called her selfish for not owning up to her feelings and pointed out most of the times she's spent with me recently, she's drunk in alcohol, and yesterday too she only spent 2 hours with me. Then I found out she went on a date with one of the 7+ men she's seeing on socials. Yet I got yelled at saying I hurt her for saying that. And she got my dad to send me a text too. But it's a thing my friend's parents, they're getting concerned. I know I'm technically an adult, but I still depend on them for things because I'm not in college yet. Plus, she tells me I couldn't ever get a job to focus on my schooling. Am I overreacting, though, for blowing up on her today? I did say she was selfish over the call, and when she said the train takes 3 hours, I said it's 'cause she doesn't take the one she knows takes an hour and a half, 'cause she doesn't want to transfer trains. Trains. I live in a place where we don't really have passenger trains, so I'm like, but I'm also like, wait, is this not in America? Is this like, is it like the UK that has more trains? It could still be in America. I don't know. But it's just not a transfer train. That just made me stop and think about everything that I was thinking about it. But I pointed out it was way easier to do that. I just want to spend more time with my parents. I hate being alone. She hung up on me though, and I got scolded by both parents. I feel so bad for this person. That does suck. I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, you chose to have this kid. You need to be responsible for them. You need to, even they're 18, which people are like, oh, it's an adult. But no. But at the same time, I'm like, parents are human and they deserve to be able to live their own lives as well. But, no, I don't think they're overreacting. It's totally normal to want to spend more time with your parents. What? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I have it over on that one, but I keep looking at it on this one because I have the screen projected onto here. Yeah, I'm wondering what caused the divorce. Just that the dad was always gone? Or did the dad cheat? Or what? I'm gonna be going to college, funnily enough, a psychology degree, but I'll get a part-time job around there. She says I shouldn't, but I do want a steady amount of funds. Although, has she ever said that she went to go visit her own mom? She keeps mentioning her mom coming to visit her. It's a two-way street. You can go visit her as well. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about their mom. Reminds me of my ex's mom when her parents divorced. I don't know. It was all sorts of saying I was banned as a false positive for AI. Because I didn't think that was fair. I was banned. What? I was banned for saying I was banned A false positive for AI because I didn't think that was fair. My suspicion was removed for AI use. Not a single word of that was AI. I don't touch the stuff. Use the correct formatting then? What? Nothing in the rule about formatting. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm overreacting for leaving my BF because he wanted to do Handmaid's Tale roleplay. I've never read or watched Handmaid's Tale, but I've had a very minuscule amount of knowledge on it, and like, yeah. I'm gonna say no. You're good. Oh, I mean, I guess it. Yeah, I don't know. No, if that's something that they are not into and they're not comfortable knowing that their significant other is into that kind of stuff, then that's fine. My sister-in-law wants to take my baby's first milestones for herself. 7 days ago, I think I noticed that before. Yeah, no, I think you're good. I'm not gonna read it. Oh gosh. I'd seen this one earlier. And it was like, they're like, oh, this person's being racist, which I felt uncomfortable about because it's Juneteenth. I'm like, you should always feel uncomfortable at something being racist. Juneteenth does not. It's not worse because it's Juneteenth. It's always bad. Am I overreacting for wanting to ghost one of my only and closest friends? I did that myself. But I'm not gonna talk about what happened there. Trigger warning. ED, eating disorder. I don't know that I want to read that for you guys, because if that is what I think it is, I'd rather not read that, or at least not on stream and stuff. Oh yeah, I read that one too. Oh, did I respond to that on my other account? My friend, 20 female, just got married a few months ago. Her husband, 32 male, recently found out he has a degenerative eye condition. Who doesn't? If it's a macular degeneration, like, who doesn't? I don't know, maybe other people don't. I'm like, I've had glasses since I was young. I've always just kind of assumed that when I get older, I'm very well could be blind. Like, I always think that most people get blind when they get really old. Although then again, my grandma was in her 80s and wasn't blind. My great grandma wasn't blind. I don't know. It's not that weird to go blind, but I guess he'll gradually lose his vision over time, eventually going blind. I was like thinking about this. I'm like, isn't that a win? To be dating a blind guy? Because he won't be seeing other women and being tempted by it. Blind people can cheat too. Let's just get it out there. It's possible. But my mind's just like, it sounds like a win to me. Okay. Nothing sudden, but he'll gradually lose vision over time, eventually going blind. We were hanging out in a small friend group setting when she told us the news. She was saying how she's not sure she can handle it and planning to divorce him. Her words, I didn't sign up for this. You did, in sickness and in health. I didn't say much in the moment, but it completely changed how I see her. Like, you just took vows. He was the love of your life, your best friend, blah blah blah. I know health stuff can be scary, and you were planning to live happy young lives together, but this felt insanely shallow. Now I'm seriously debating distancing myself from her. I've known her for years, but that was cold. Edit, she is adamant on getting a divorce. She's not venting, overreacting in the moment, or debating. I'm shocked at these comments. Not overreacting. She's a horrendous person, not worth it as a friend. The argument is, if she isn't going to be happy with him blind, she should leave him. Because if not, they'd both be miserable. I understand that in a boyfriend, not your fucking husband. She said those vows in sickness and in health. You think about all situations before getting married. What you'd do if your partner got sick, cheated, divorced you. And you have to if you're going to be a responsible spouse. She should not have married him knowing she wasn't going to stick by him in sickness and in health. I'm just kind of like, why would... What does being blind make somebody want to leave them? Unless they're planning in, like, retirement age to go traveling around the world. And that she wouldn't be able to do that in her old age. Like, some people have, like, their future really planned out and stuff like that. So, yes, I could see that. But just go do all that stuff before he goes blind. If that's the case. Unless she thinks she'd have to be taking care of him. Because he won't be able to see, so she has to... Blind people can take care of themselves still. So long as things are in the same place. And all that, like... And considering it's not for years down the road, we don't know if by time that even comes about, if, medicine will have advanced. I said something like... I said, may the karmic gods... Oh my gosh, can I find it? I said something really, petty. I think it was on my other account, though. It's through my Stethia account. If I can find it. And there was another person who did something about, oh, you're making it all about yourself. I'm like, what? I just want to see the ones that I'd found earlier, but... I said, may the karmic gods bless her with a new husband who leaves her after she loses her eyesight in a freak accident. And she knows how it feels. This other person was like, you're making it all about you. And I'm like, okay, unless, she's all like, oh, my husband's going blind, I'm gonna leave him. And then you chime in like, how dare you? I made this cross stitch for you. I put all the dates. You know how much work I put into that? That took me months. And that's just gonna get tossed because you're gonna get divorced. That would be, unless it's like that, then it's not making it about yourself. You're just, the fact that they came onto Reddit to ask if they're overreacting is very valid, because it's like, this is not affecting me directly. So am I overreacting by being upset about it? By feeling like I don't want to be her friend, even though it's something that's not directly affecting me? That is a very valid viewpoint. Like I don't know where else you would go to ask that other than to Reddit. But yeah. Am I alone here? I don't know if our dear friend left us. Oh, no, you're still there. What did I do? Oh, that's what I did. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Okay. 14 years together and still wants to wait to get engaged. I, 34 female, and my boyfriend, 36 male, have been together 14 and a half years and have 2 beautiful children together, 12 male, 3 female, and have lived together pretty much our entire relationship. We have seen each other at our best and worst over the time we've been together, sharing the highs and lows. He knows I've always wanted to get married and talk about it often, but his reasoning is because we don't own a house of our own yet. He wants us to build or buy our own home. Then he will propose. Am I overthinking / overreacting to this situation? No. No. Why did you let it get to 14 years? How do you let it go 14 years and still not be like... I'd say it's 7 years. If you're still not married and you want to be married, and that's important to you, that's when you need to, like, put down the ultimatum. I'd say even before that. I'd say like 4 years. Well, I guess it depends on how old you are. But no, yeah, she would have been like 20 and he was 22 when they started dating. I would say. No. Dating a blind guy is a win. It's true. Oh, man. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend mocks me when I'm upset. And I've reacted by hitting him. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know. If somebody pushes me to the point that I slap them, I feel like that's also when I would just break up with them. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please just, oh my gosh, just leave this guy. Just leave him. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know what's going on with me. I've ended up slapping my boyfriend. Not often, but it's happened like 4 times over the past year and a half that we've been together for. It usually happens when he says be racist or talk shit or compares me to his exes. What's with the wallpaper? What, do you not like my wallpaper? I don't know. I've never... Sometimes I'll just read it from my phone, so I haven't got a nice... Oh, what's the wallpaper? That? Oh my gosh, wait, can I do this? see. This is the Huion. This is my other screen. And do I have the Samsung? And that one. So I've got 3 screens and they all have different wallpaper. Is this one that also changes every 30 minutes? Or was that a different one? But yeah, they all have like a galaxy theme wallpaper. Did I accidentally hit exit? Oh no. No, I didn't. Okay. Wait. Okay. Did you see all 3 of them? I could show them again. Oh, wait. From here. Wait, come on. No, not that. My chat thing disappeared. It, like, went inward. What is it doing? I don't know. I can't see my chat log anymore. There. Okay. Anyways. As soon as I... This one. Okay. So my boyfriend, what's happened like 4 times over the past year and a half that we've been together. Usually happens when he says racist or talk shit or compares me to his exes. And when I tell him not to be racist or not to say certain things, he'll mock me, repeat what I say in my accent. They have an accent, and he's repeating their accent. That is so not cool. Or say things like, "Oh, so cute when you're mad." And that just sets me off. I know hitting is wrong. I'm not okay with what I've done, but I don't know what to do. Leave him. Racism is not okay. Hitting might not be okay either. I don't know. I am a firm believer that I firmly believe that some people have it coming. Some, mostly like men. That some women deserve to be slapped. Hitting with a closed fist, I will never condone. But being slapped, some people deserve that. You can tell me I'm wrong, but racist people, they deserve a good slap here and then. Yeah, he's not gonna change. He's not gonna change. At least not when you just are not giving him any consequences for that other than... It sounds like it's not even hurting him. I don't know. Yeah, imagine if he put up the same thing. Yes, do you think we were just gonna see him harder? Means down to everyone who calls you out, but take a long, hard look at yourself. You're being violent. That's 100% an overreaction. I don't know if she said hit or slap, but yeah, slapping. So many people are like, that's not okay. Some people deserve to be slapped. You should keep doing what you're doing. He clearly loves you for it. Lots of short girls are like that, so not really a problem. What? Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make it right. Not okay for either of you. Please find a way to leave this person. Read up a bit on reactive abuse. But I might get downvoted, but because a lot of people here are like, hitting is never okay. I'm like, that's okay. I don't know. I'm a millennial who got spanked as a kid, so my views around violence. Closed fist is never okay. Open hand. I totally get people not being okay with it. I think there's still part of me that's like pacifist. Like but I also, I know some people deserve being slapped. Okay, but yeah, just leave. Just leave. He's not gonna change. Oh yeah, my chat thing completely disappeared. Now I can't even see how many people are in. Why did Streamlabs do this to me? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that says viewers hidden. Okay. Oh, that says 3, you guys, at least. I see you, Grumpy. I see you, Roy. And I see you, Snickers. I see you guys. Unless you're not there and my thing's lying to me. That's okay. Ooh. Canceling my mom's Mother's Day surprise after she excluded my wife again. They've been together married 3 years, together for 6. Oh dear. My mom includes anyone, even if, like, we haven't been together long and stuff. Thinking my roommate is odd. Thank you, Blank. I'm sorry if you've sensed any weird vibes from me these days. I've been a bit stressed out and I've been wanting to be left alone. But I like you, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. No weird vibes at all. I'm not always in a social mood either. But they do say that they think that their roommate is odd. Haha, yeah, I feel like I have no energy for anything else these days. Been watching Caesar Milan, Dog Whisperer, to lift my spirits. Ah, you're quiet, but I can tell you're a sweet person. I, Blank, haven't seen you around lately. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Blank, I was just thinking about you too. Weird how that works out, huh? My family's in town, so I've been hanging with them, but I'm coming back tomorrow. See you soon. Oh, fun. See you soon. Thanks. Want to grab coffee sometime? I keep passing Blank, but I haven't checked it out yet. I would, but I'm trying to save money these days. It would be my treat. Oh, thank you, but I couldn't. I'd feel guilty, and I know we're both running on tight budgets. No worries. I'd love to get to know you better. Coffee's cheap, but maybe a walk or something fun and free. Let me know whenever you want to hang out. No rush. Hey, Blank, could you do me a favor and grab my package? I try to have it delivered when I know I can grab it, but this one came in early. Hello, Peanut. Not C. If I say that right, I hope so. Try to have it delivered when I know I can grab it, but this one came in early. There was a guy hanging outside our door, sitting on the steps, staring at our packages, and Blank caught him. Just worried it will get nicked. Hey, sorry, I didn't see your package. I've been mostly running errands. Next time, it'll probably be helpful to text the group if anyone is home. Thumbs up. I get it. I'll text the group for those rare one-off situations. I just didn't want to set a precedent by asking for favors too often, or expect you all to pick up my stuff every time. But yeah, on those rare moments where I forget my keys or a package is delivered early, I'll hit up group chat. I hope that didn't come off too obtuse. I'm somewhat tough love with things. I have a 9-year-old son, and I mean well. But anyway, I hope you had a wonderful day. Didn't at all. I hope you had a good day too. Okay. What are they? I, 29 female, live in an NYC apartment with 3 roommates. One of them, 42 male, has always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The first day we met, he ranted about his ex slash the mother of his child. He said she takes him to court because she still wants him. It immediately gave me the ick, but over the months I kinda got used to him. But then other things started happening. One day we passed in the kitchen and said a quick "hey." Moments later, he started he started peeing with the bathroom door open. Or was it? And only closed it a few seconds later. It was so weird and gross. I later told myself I must have imagined it. Okay. Sometimes I notice my dad doing this. I do live in my dad's house, so my dad is... How old is my dad? What a great thing to, forget. Almost like 65? Is he older? The last few years, time has just passed so weirdly that I don't know. Sometimes I still think it's just like 2017, and I'm like, what do you mean it's 25? Whoa, okay. Anyways, my dad does that, but it'll be like the middle of the night, the odd times that I might actually be upstairs or something, and like he would not expect me to be up there. And I'll hear the sound, and I'm like, it's way louder. So I'm like, kind of look down the hallway, like the door is slightly ajar. I mean, being able to get to the toilet is different, but I think also sometimes middle of the night ish, after I've gone into bed, and then he might be using the downstairs bathroom, and I'll leave my room to go use the bathroom, and as I open the garage man door to go into the house, I just hear that the door is left open. I'm like, just wait. My dad sometimes leaves the door open, but it's usually when he doesn't expect anyone to walk in on him. And so this is a little bit weird, because it's like, is he hoping that she's going to see his anatomy? So I peeing with the bathroom door open and only closed a few seconds later. It was so weird and gross, and I told myself I must have imagined it. You're not imagining it, but it's just weird. He makes coffee every morning and would offer me some. I sent thank you texts, and he started ending his texts with love to me. He also said I seemed quiet but kind. Another time, as he was walking back to his room, he paused, flicked his hair back dramatically, and gave me a long, sultry look. I smiled politely and chose to ignore it. He also vents about women to me, including his ex, and how hard it is to date in NYC because he doesn't have money. I don't ask, he just unloads. Some guys think women are just free therapists. He said something like, people always ask me why I'm not dating, and I'm like, look, no woman in the city would want to date someone like me. Buddy, Buddy, work on your self-confidence first. Like, I'm not dating anyone, but I'm like, plenty of guys would want to date me. I just really like being alone. Discovered, like, would never want to share a bed with somebody ever again because I like having bed space. And no other person's body heat making me unregulated, and being able to just have my phone playing Chinese dramas the whole time I'm sleeping without it bugging somebody else. It's perfection. But I'm still like... I don't know. But I've definitely had times when I was younger that I would think that nobody liked me, so... Get to a point where you enjoy doing the things that you like doing, and then don't worry about anyone else, and eventually somebody might just pop along who likes those same things that you like, and you guys will just click, and it won't be about intentionally trying to date someone, finding someone intentionally. Like, one week I hadn't seen him in a while, and another roommate said they were worried he was depressed. So I texted him. See attached texts. He replied he was thinking about me too, which rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, a little bit. When he returned, he fist bumped me in front of another roommate, and I felt awkward because I didn't want anyone thinking we were closer than we are. Then he asked me on a date. See attached text. Another time he texted me asking if I could grab his package. My mind went dirty there. Grab my package. I didn't when I was reading the text, but the way it's put there. But it bothered me that he messaged me personally instead of using the group chat because I don't want there to be an expectation that he can rely on me solely, if that makes sense. I wonder how close he is to the other people. Maybe she's just nicer to him than the other people are. For some reason that exchange irritated me because he was the one who could not handle directness, but made it seem as I could not. Final instance slash straw. He tried to touch my shoulder while we were talking, and I instinctively pulled away. Does this seem off to anyone else? I'm gonna say based on the text, I wasn't necessarily feeling like it was too off, but some of her added context, yeah, a little bit. Especially knowing like the age difference, 29 and 42. At least she's not 18 and he's 42. I don't know. Some of the text, I'm like, having learned a lot about like autism and stuff, I'm always like, is this person neurodivergent? Possibly. But like I've read Reddit stories and I'm always like, neurodivergent? Neurodivergent? Everyone else is like, they're an asshole. And I'm like, are they neurodivergent? Because I mean, that's kind of goes with the territory. Although still, some of these things are not necessarily... being neurodivergent doesn't give you an out. That's not the word. It doesn't... What's the word? Doesn't make it okay. But it explains it a little bit, and knowing that somebody's brain works different... Excuse, yes. Knowing that somebody's brain works different, you might realize, oh, if I do these things, it might get them to give me the outcome that I'm hoping for. But, yeah. Definitely testing the waters as he likes you. I suggest setting him straight on that point very directly. If he's a mature adult, you can get back to being roommates without weirdness. The ideal time would have been when he asked you out, but the most ideal time is now. Also, if he is British, being indirect is essentially how Brits communicate. I stopped talking to him, and now he ex-mopey and sat around me. I just feel like he's expecting a lot of a stranger. I like my other roommates just fine and have cordial relationships with them. I think the point is he perhaps viewed your situation as something that may develop. Whilst it's officially not your problem to deal with, what is a problem is how it affects your living situation with him. The steer back toward the group was a good thing. Just continue to be short and transactional, and hopefully he'll get the message. Ideally, be direct and make it clear nothing will ever happen. It'll stop him thinking that way. Yeah, I can't tell if he was, like, trying to hit on her. The whole bathroom door, leaving the bathroom door, I'm like, was he hoping she would see his anatomy? But based on Dex, it didn't seem like much like he was necessarily trying to hit on her. Maybe feeling it out, but I don't know. It's like there's always a possibility that he's just trying to be friends, but it's not that men and women can't be friends. It's just at any time either side might think that the other person wants more. And that's gonna make them be like, hey, let's not be friends. When even if the other person is just wanting to be friends, if the other person gets the vibe that the other person wants something more, they might pull away. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're a little bit odd, I guess. But I can't tell if I almost feel a little bit bad for him because it's people that he lives with, and it sounds like I don't know if the rest of them are just not close to him either. And maybe he just doesn't have anyone to talk to, just lonely. But if you're not really friends with someone, but maybe he's not friends with anyone. I'm not friends with anyone though. I also don't have other things going on in my life that I need people to vent to, so I don't know. Locking my bedroom door so my fiance's mom stops sneaking in. I, 26 female, live with my fiance, 28 male, and his mom. She moved in temporarily after a surgery 9 months ago. Your friends are your immediate family. I guess my family is the closest thing I have to friends right now, but like other than seeing my parents every few days. Because I have, I'm awake during the night and they're awake during the day. Sometimes there'll be overlap, we'll see them for a little bit. Some days I don't see them at all, so. And then siblings and their spouses that I see on, like, holidays. Other than that, just you guys, my followers. You guys are my friends. I was debating that the other day, just be like, every time I come in, like, hey friends, how's it going? Actually, that's the thing with being neurodivergent, is thinking that you're closer to other people than they think that, like, you think you're closer to people, and those people are like, oh, they're just an acquaintance. So that happens. She moved in temporarily after surgery 9 months ago. She's mostly harmless, but she has this creepy habit of just walking into our bedroom unannounced. Sometimes even when we're sleeping or I'm changing. I brought her multiple times, and she says, I'm like your second mom, don't be shy around me. My mom would never walk into my bedroom without knocking. My mom is also very uncomfortable about it. This is my own mom. Not even a second mom. Like, my own mom is very uncomfortable with nudity. So, she would always, like, knock. Knock, and then say something, not even open the door. My dad, on the other hand, might knock and then open the door. Knock, and I'll be like, what? And then he'll open the door. Wait, I didn't say come in. But the knock, sometimes if I was like changing, I'd like run to the door. Like, don't come in, don't come in. But I don't actually have to worry about that down here. I have a lock on my door now, so. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I couldn't even imagine a significant other's mom coming into the room while I'm changing. Is the door closed and she just opens it? I think though, if I had a lock on my door, and somebody, significant other's parents or anybody was also in the house, I would definitely lock the door before changing. Like when I was in the upstairs room, which does not have a lock on it, if like my parents, I would change in my room and know that they're not gonna just open the door on me. But when it's like siblings and spouses would come over, I would take my clothes and I'd go change in the bathroom where I could lock the door. Not that like I've ever had any problems. It's just like I just always worry about that accidental thing. I don't think they would do it intentionally, but I'm like your second mom. Don't be shy around me. No. Last week I finally got fed up and started locking our door at night. She knocked 6 times that first night, saying she needed help with her TV. I told her she'd have to wait until morning. Were they in the middle of, intimate times? What time was it? I guess it depends. They're probably assuming that she didn't actually need help with her TV. I'm like, if she actually had a problem with her TV, though, and that might be me giving people the benefit of the doubt too often. But yeah, if she had a problem with her TV, that's kind of sucky, you know. And nighttime is when people seem to watch TV the most, I think, and to not be able to watch TV at night. You have to wait till morning to fix the TV, but I watch the TV at night. Maybe that's just me. Now she's furious and accusing me of creating division in the house and locking her son away like a prisoner. My fiance says I should have handled it differently, but also agrees it's weird that she won't knock. Still, now the whole house feels tense. Am I overreacting for just wanting privacy in my own room? No, what if you guys were getting it on? She just opens the door and walks in? Oh my gosh. I'm just picturing that. Like, the son on top, the girl underneath, the mom walks in, and just like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just grabbing your laundry. And they're just like, what are you doing in here? Get out of our room. Don't mind me. Just continue what you're doing. I'm just grabbing your laundry. No. No. Space. Personal space. Boundaries. I'm not okay with this. I don't care if you're okay with it. I am not comfortable with this. Jeez. No, they're not overreacting at all. Here's what is happening. His mother is used to a dynamic where she is the adult in charge, the parent and head of the household. When he became an adult, him and his mother did not finish the transition from parent, child to adult. Most likely because he was either reaping some benefits from the mommy-son dynamic, was she still paying his bills, cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, or he was just lazy. Now, you've entered the picture, behaving as if you're an adult situation, when in reality you are smack in the middle of a mommy-son intruder territory. Mom sees you as competition because instead of her son asserting himself as an adult several years ago, and her learning how to cope, now you've entered and are suddenly doing it for him, which is creating stress and tension. She has not learned how to make room for another woman in her son's life because she's never learned to accept him as an adult and her role as such. The only way out of this is for your fiancé to assert himself as a grown man and not a mommy's boy. He should be the one locking the doors and setting boundaries with his mother, not you. If he's unwilling to do this, you need to walk away because this is not a dynamic you want to be in for long, and certainly not for marriage and children. Oh gosh. Yeah, how would this... She's gonna want to be there when you're giving birth if you have kids. She's gonna be right there in the hospital room. I was gonna call it emergency room. I'm like, wait. I've never given birth, obviously. So I'm like, you don't give birth in an emergency room, right? Just... Oh, I think it is like a certain room, though. You don't just give birth in like a regular inpatient room. I don't know. Mommy. Oh yeah. I wonder what was wrong with her? After a surgery. Oh, 9 months ago. It hasn't moved out yet. Eek. Eek. Yeah, talk to your boyfriend, your fiance, about telling the mom she needs to leave because she's healed from surgery. Ooh. Ooh. AIO, why is it always easier to blame me? I felt that. Like, right here. Here. Where did I feel that? Right here, right? That's right in the gut. Right in the gut. Ow. Ooh. I woke up at 7 a.m., but since I share the bathroom with my younger brother, I had... How old are you? What is going on? Sounds like they're young. I woke up at 7 a.m., but since I share the bathroom with my younger brother, I had to wait for him to finish. He didn't come out until 7:30. Around that time, my father saw me and said I should wake up earlier. I told him I had been awake and was just waiting for my brother to come out of the bathroom, but he walked away without saying anything. After that, I quickly made my bed. My brother didn't bother cleaning his side. Why didn't you make the bed while the brother was in the bathroom? I mean, yeah, that's... I wonder, what were they doing just for that from 7 to 7:30? I'm very bad with time management myself, though, so... But it's like, if people point that out, I'd be like, oh, I could do that. Let me adjust. But it's like, it's not gonna come to me, like, on my own. I need other people to suggest it, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, let me do that. After that, I quickly made my bed. My brother didn't bother cleaning his side, and went to brush my teeth. When I came out to drink water, my father shouted at me for not turning off the fan and wasting electricity. Are they the one who left the fan on? Oh, because the fan in the bathroom. Because the brother had showered. I never abused the fan myself. But, oh my god, actually, I might have been very guilty of that when I used to actually put it on. But our one upstairs, like, has a little thing that you can turn the dial, so it has this metal thing, so it'll make it click on, and then, like, you'll put another metal thing so that it'll click off, like, in an hour, so it won't just stay on. But, the dad specifically pointed them out for wasting electricity, or if he just yelled in general. I was supposed to dust the house today. My brother told me to bathe first, but I said I'd go after him because I... Oh, so he was not showering in the bathroom at 7. I thought he was taking a shower. Wait, then why was the fan on? I'm just gonna keep reading. Okay. Keep reading. My brother told me to bathe first, but I said I'd go after him because I needed dust. He insisted I go first, and I agreed just to avoid a fight. Side note, every time I try to speak up, my father tells me to stop fighting with my brother and gets angry at me. I'm often left in tears because no one listens to my side. My father frequently threatens to throw me out of the house. What is the ages here? How old are you? Are you 18? Where the father can throw you out? How old is the younger brother as well? Does it matter? I don't know. It could, because dickhead dad. For real. I agree on that. After my bath, I had breakfast and immediately started dusting before my 9 a.m. online class. What? Held a message for reasons of bullying? That's not bullying. I think they're both boys. Because it sounds like they shared a room. They share a bathroom. But when they said, I made my bed, my brother didn't bother cleaning his side, so that would indicate to me that they share a room. Unless they're really young and a male and female sharing a room. Boy, girl. Same thing. I don't know. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. At that age, it's a lot more about the different genitalia. It might... I think. I don't know. But also I don't know what age they are. But at a certain age, it is more about being the difference between male and female versus the difference between... Sorry. We're not going into this. I hope I don't rub anyone the wrong way with what I say. I just use the wrong words. Because I have a hard time separating the two. Okay, I don't know. I think, yeah, to me, it's like woman and female are the same. Like, even if you're like a trans woman, would still, in my mind, view you as being female. Even though... So, I know that you're going with the, I'll work on fixing not saying it, because I know that other people don't have it defined that way. I'll work on it. I'll try. I'm 34, it's hard for me to change terms that I've been using for forever. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna get back to reading. Wait, I scrolled down more than I should have. I didn't bother cleaning, dust to throw me out of the house. After my bath, I had breakfast. They took a bath, not a shower. I had breakfast and immediately started dusting before my 9 a.m. online class. My father was outside putting clothes out to dry, so he didn't see me cleaning. My mom was in the kitchen, and my brother was glued to the TV. Oh. They share a room, so I'm wanting to assume that there's both boys. I'm wondering if this one, the older one, has chores that he has to do and the other one doesn't, or if the older one is just better about doing the chores before doing other things. The fact that the other one's just watching TV. I cleaned the dining room area, but I didn't get a chance to clean the dining table before my class started. Later, my parents finished their chores and started talking about how I was completely lazy. My uncle is visiting today at 11 a.m. And does the brother not have school? Not have online class? Why is the brother not cleaning at the time when the older brother has class? Later, my parents finished their chores and started talking about how I was completely lazy. My uncle is visiting today at 11 a.m. and my uncle is visiting today at 11 a.m. And my father said that even if I don't usually clean, I should have made the extra effort today. And my mom agreed. While I was still in class, my father came in and sarcastically commented on how I should have cleaned. Then he told my brother to clean the house. My brother... Oh, it is a girl. How old are they? My brother, in front of everyone else, said, sure, she doesn't do anything anyway. That was hard. Oh, so they switch days on what day they dust. That was heartbreaking. I had already cleaned the house. And just to add, yesterday it was my brother's turn to dust the house, but instead he just sat watching TV. My mom dusted the house herself, and no one said a word. Yeah, it does sound like there's sexism going on here. But today I did my part, and I'm still the one being scolded and dismissed and made to feel like I'm not doing anything. It's exhausting and hurtful. This keeps happening again and again, and I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I wonder how old they are. I wonder if she's like 18 and he's like 16. I'll read the comments in a second and see if that gets answered. And this keeps happening again and again. I have like congestion and I don't know if it's being heard, and I'm like, oh, I don't want you guys to hear any. I'm sorry. So the one being scolded, dismissed, and made to feel like I'm not doing anything. It's exhausting and hurtful. This keeps happening again and again, and I honestly don't know what to do anymore. Am I overreacting for feeling upset that no one noticed I did the cleaning? Should I start recording myself doing chores just so my parents believe me? Sarcastic. I haven't... Okay, good. I just needed to let this out. But if anyone has advice or has gone through something similar, I'd love to hear how you handled it. 1 hour ago. No comments? Wait, it might be AI. You never know. I don't know how do people know if it's AI. But usually there'll be somebody in the comments saying, this is AI! But yeah, you see a lot of people say when you see that often indicates AI. And yeah, I don't ever see people. But, I don't know if the younger generation is taught to use that more. When I was in school, we never were taught to use that. But also, where did AI pick that up from if people don't use it? Post Karma 2. June 20th. So it's like a brand new account. Wait, what's going on? Oh, they had another? What about narcissistic parents? Well, sometimes I don't know if people use the AI for real situations and they just use it to help translate it better and stuff. But if they're female 22 and they're sharing a room, they said his son. But it's also possible that they don't live in America, that they live somewhere like, I don't know, let's say like Indonesia or something. Because, yeah, I hear weird things about it was right there. Then they had to move into their brother's room. A while ago, my grandfather came to stay with us. Since he was staying in my room, female 22, I had to move into my younger brother's room. Why her room? My mom asked my brother to clear space in his cupboard for me. He didn't, so I've just been keeping my clothes in a bag under the bed. I still did my part, cleaned up my room for my grandfather, changed the bed sheets, tried to make it nice. The only thing I wasn't sure about was which pillows to give him. When my parents and brothers came home with my grandfather, my dad told me to give pillows from mine and my brother's room. I casually said, there are 5 pillows in your and mom's room. I'll just give one from there. Why should it come from ours? How many did she and her brother have? He looked at me with pure anger, like I just said something awful. Didn't say anything, just stared. But the message was clear. I'd crossed a line. This happens constantly if I speak up, even gently. I'm fighting or being disrespectful, but my brother, he gets to ignore chores, talk over people, do nothing, and no one says a word. It feels like I'm always the one walking on eggshells, trying not to upset anyone, and failing anyway. I don't even know how to respond anymore without making things worse. Has anyone else gone through this kind of dynamic? How did you handle it? It looked like there had been a... Oh, is it emotional abuse? What you have to deal with? Thank you so much. They really meant a lot to me. At home, and your comment reminded me that I'm not crazy or feeling this way, and I'm not alone. Really hope you're right, and that one day I'll have that kind of peaceful home you described. Thanks again for being so kind. I don't know. I can't tell if it's AI. The fact that it's like within like an hour, how many they posted 2 different things. And like, I get them posting the same one to do different forums, but then it's also like they just made their thing and they already, unless somebody specifically told them to post to these, but then why would they have posted one that was phrased differently? Oh, and that's in the same. Our narcissistic parents. I don't know. Yeah, new user. So it's hard to tell if they are just, karma farming. I like to give the benefit of the doubt and give advice in case it's not AI, but if they're 22, get out of there. Just get out of there. Do whatever you need to get out of there. Like, when my dad was 18, he did not like his living situation, so he joined the Navy because it was his way of getting out of there. So, there are ways. There are ways. Just get out of there. But yeah, so I don't know. How long have I been? 22. What time is it? 11:35. I might go for another 30 minutes. I don't know. What? Did I deserve this? My ex sent a package threatening to contact my school/work and ruin my life. An ex when I was 12 and she was 17. Oh wait, yeah, no, and we dated online at 12 and 17. I don't know what gender OP is, but I don't think that makes any difference. I don't know. I need to think about this. 'Cause it's so hard with gender differences. It's like, if everyone was non-binary, yeah, there would be no difference. But the fact that there's two different categories, there are differences. Whether or not there should be, everyone should just be non-binary, would be different. But so if it was a 12-year-old girl and a 17-year-old boy, I'd be gagging so hard. That's because, you fall, even here, it's still grooming and all that. It's still somebody younger, you think you can control them. My brain is like, yeah, but if it's a girl, that might not be her intention. Some guys, that might not be their intention either, but we're just so easy to jump that, oh, they're doing it on purpose, because they're going for that younger person on purpose, because they know they can manipulate them. And a lot of times with girls, we might be like, oh no, they just really enjoy their company, and it's like, you shouldn't be giving them that. It's hard, and maybe it's just me. Maybe other people don't do that as much. I don't know. But I'm still gonna say, oh. So bad. How old are they now? If they have school/work. Oh, I guess you could be working at 16. This all started 4 weeks ago. I met my online ex when she was 14, or when I was, where did I see 14? I said the 4, I think. When I was 12 and she was 17. And we dated online. We dated then and then again when I was 15 and she was 20. for the sound. I'm sorry. But jeez. No. No. No, don't do that. Then lastly, most recently, about a year ago, when I was 19 and she was 24. 19 and 24, I'm not so much against. I hear some people when it's like 18 and 23, they're like, no. I'm like, I don't know. 19 and 24 doesn't feel too different to me. But knowing that it started the 12 and 17 and the 15 and 20, then if it starts when you turn 19, not before that, and then 24, I could get more behind that. This most recent relationship was the only time we've met in person. That doesn't really make it any different. She would always be the one to block me and leave with little to no explanation while insulting me and making sure she's the victim. And I feel like I'm some awful abuser. What? So she's blaming somebody who's 5 years younger for probably not having the emotional maturity that she would be needing or something. Like, throughout our relationships, anytime I had concerns, she'd always use her own life to shut me down. Anytime I'd bring up genuine worries about our relationships or things we needed to talk about, she'd always just shut me down and say, I didn't care about her. Oh, I didn't click on it yet. Didn't care about her issues or her life, and that I should be aware and work on myself, even though I spent every day trying to make sure she was happy and doing okay. Any minor inconvenience or frustration to her throughout the day, she would need space and wouldn't talk to me for hours before we called to sleep. I'm a very anxious person, mostly due to how she's treated me as I grew up. She totally groomed you. I don't know. That is... But, actually, yeah. Women are capable of grooming just as much as men are. Okay. It's like brain is re-evaluating things, and I'm like, oh, yes, that. There's a part of me that, like, there's a part of me that justifies women grooming guys, and it's like, that's not okay. I also don't know if OP is boy or girl. This could be, a sapphic relationship, but it could be a straight one. I have no idea. I should be waiting more for myself, even though I spent every day trying to make sure she was happy and doing okay. Any minor inconvenience or frustration to her throughout the day, she would need space and wouldn't talk to me for hours before we called to sleep. I'm a very anxious person, mostly due to how she's treated me as I grew up. But sometimes just being around her made me feel like I was walking on eggshells. But more than anything, I just loved her and wanted to make her happy. Who's here? Am I moving my mouse around too much? Is that distracting? 'Cause I think I'm showing my attention deficit. Just like constantly moving the mouse around. Is that distracting? Please let me know. I will contain myself if it is, but no need to worry about that. Okay. I'm a very anxious person, mostly due to how she treated me as I grew up, but sometimes just being around her made me feel... Yeah, but I feel like if I was watching this not being myself, I would be like, stop doing that, it's so distracting! So, like, if it's distracting, I can self-manage to prevent myself from doing that. But it does come naturally. I just loved her and wanted to make her happy. It feels like I always tried to just meet her needs when I was never enough. Problems aside, things were mostly okay in the relationship, and just having her love me or say nice things made my heart sore. And I didn't really think of much. But the stonewalling and withholding of affection / abusive words just intensified the more time passes. That being said, things started to go downhill a little over a week ago when she received news her dad was in the hospital with heart issues and might not live much longer. Her parents had been divorced from a young age, and her relationship with him was up and down always. But I can understand no matter what, hearing that news about a parent is devastating. Naturally, she told me she wasn't going to be affectionate for a while and needed a lot of space, so I tried to do everything I could and respect her wishes, just so I could make sure she was okay, even while I was struggling through finals. She would always kind of shut me away when going through problems, but I didn't want to bring anything up while she was worried over her father. Over the course of the week, we hardly talked or sent hearts or said I love you, even at all, more than like once or twice. But things all fell apart when we were hanging out a few days ago. I felt like every little thing I did or said annoyed her, and she eventually just left and took space without saying anything. I gave her 4 to 5 hours. I gave her 4 to 5 hours to breathe and calm down. Give me a second. Sometimes I go into autopilot while reading, and my brain is thinking about something else, and I can manage to keep reading, and then I'm like, what did I just read? Usually, this doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. No, my days were sad. Left. Wait, did the father pass away, or he was... And that he might live much longer? So he's still in the hospital. He has not passed away, but she asked for space to be processing that he's going to be. Or at least, this is what she's saying, because they do not live near each other. Should I be assuming anything? You never know with people online. They'll be like, oh, my parents passing away, I need space, but really it's because they're doing something else with somebody else and don't have time for you or something. It happens. I don't want to assume that here, though. Make sure she was okay, even while I was struggling through finals. She would always kind of shut me away when going through problems, but I didn't want to bring anything up while she was worried over her father. Over the course of the week, we hardly talked or sent hearts or said I love you, even at all, more than like once or twice. The course of a week. How many times do you guys love bomb each other? But things all fell apart when we were hanging out a few days ago. I guess some people might say I love you every day. Multiple times a day. It just feels excessive to me. Although I guess when I'm in a relationship, it's almost like second nature. Just kind of say it without thinking about it. I felt like every little thing I did or said annoyed her, and she eventually just left and took space without saying anything. I gave her 4 to 5 hours to breathe and calm down before I sent one message simply checking in and apologizing if I stressed her out, and that I was thinking of her. She responded by cussing me out and saying I am a manipulator who disrespected her space. When I said her cursing and words, hurt me, she only responded with good, then told me to fuck off, and that if I texted her again while she took space, that she would block me. I don't know. I feel like maybe I would need to see the message. But dang, that's... Just leave this person, leave her. Stop, end the relationship. Find somebody your own age, maybe. What is going on with this person that they don't have somebody closer to them in real life that they've been dating at all? Unless they have had relationships between their breakups. I don't know. Naturally, I was scared and hurt, so I didn't even text or hear from her for nearly 2 days. On that third day, I finally heard back. I had gotten a prestigious internship I was very excited for. Against my better judgment, I sent her one text prefaced by saying she didn't have to respond at all. I just told her I'd be moving across the country in a week, and that I was thinking of her. I never meant to hurt her. I just figured it was an important life change and I should let her know. She responded by telling me she didn't care and that she should block me for this. I expressed how much that hurt and asked her, "Do you need space from this relationship?" Isn't that what she was saying? Which, in the moment, how she was treating me, it felt like she did. She told me that question was meant to guilt trip her, even though I was just genuinely asking, and she told me it showed how awful and inconsiderate I was. I pleaded one more time for her to please stop talking to me like that. I didn't cuss back or reciprocate. I couldn't do that to someone I love. I just asked her to please talk with me about this. And she blocked me everywhere without a word. Please let her keep them blocked because it's better for them. Please. But based on the title, I know that's not what's gonna happen. If I close my eyes hard enough, can I change the ending of the story to where it just ends there? Can I change the fabric of time and reality just to make it end there? Try hard enough. Nope, it still hasn't changed. I tried desperately for a few hours to reach out, but was only met with silence. Not a word of explanation or closure at all. I then saw in group chats with multiple friends, she went and called me a manipulator, pathetic loser, and guilt tripper in front of everyone. How did they meet? They have a big group of friends, but they don't know each other well, I guess they did meet in person, but I don't think they even live close to each other. Against my better judgment, I did try to reach out a ton for about a week. It wasn't right, and it was unhealthy, I know, but I wasn't in a right mind having that. Yeah, I guess this all makes sense, because when you're in that cycle, you get stuck in it, and it's like an addiction, and it's like going through withdrawals. But I wasn't in a right mind having that chasing or obsession normally praised by her during this relationship, and suddenly her leaving and shutting me down. I was so conflicted in my mind, and I just wanted to return to that solace, and I really hope that doesn't make me a bad person. I just made a mistake in a very traumatic time. Through therapy and support, I realized how healthy she was. As in, not healthy. And since then, I haven't reached out in nearly 2 weeks, and I was beginning to heal. But I got a call from my parents a few days ago that she had sent... Oh, so she did keep them blocked. Oh, man. So we did end there. But I got a call from my parents a few days ago that she had sent a priority mail package to my parents' house with screenshots of me reaching out or screenshots of the breakup. I'm unsure what even the point was, because never once did I respond with aggression or the abuse that she used, and most of the screenshots were just me pleading to talk with her or stop being mean to me while she cussed me out or called me awful things. Nevertheless, inside the package was a letter threatening to contact my school and work with this harassment. This is... She totally groomed OP and then is, like, blaming OP. Threatening... I think... No, OP shouldn't do it back to her, but, like, OP could get her in way more trouble for having groomed OP for so long. Threatening to contact my school and work for this harassment, and I quote, ruin my life. Also saying she would hire a private family investigator to file a restraining order if I didn't stop reaching out. Again, I hadn't reached out in weeks, and I had no intent to, certainly not now. None of it was new information to my parents. I had already discussed how abusive and awful the breakup was, and they knew everything. Did the parents know how long they'd been communicating? Since you were 12 and she was 17? I'm just disgusted that she went out of her way to send it to my parents' house, and scared that she will try to find access to me through family or friends again in the future. Yeah. Did I deserve this treatment at all? I recognize I made mistakes trying to reach out at first, but I since recognize that mistake and have stopped. To be honest, I'm scared. I know how unstable and spiteful she is, and she has lied many times before to ruin people who have spited her. And I'm so scared I'll be the next person on that list. Yeah, she's a groomer and an abuser. She had no business talking to you when you were a child teenager. You absolutely do not deserve anything that she's done to you. She's also likely bluffing when she says she will ruin your life. Even if she isn't bluffing, it'll look much, much worse for her than for you. If she shares those screenshots to your school or job, those adults will just see that you, a child, were groomed and manipulated by an adult. You are not at fault here. I recommend you possibly seek out help with law enforcement as well. Also, how long was I reading that? Is there any... Stabby McTacos. Posted 27 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm considering it. I'm hoping nothing will happen if I just stay away like I already planned on, but I know how unstable she is, so I'm not sure she will. I'm gathering any evidence I can, just in case. I'm still in shock this even happened. I always knew she was a spiteful person, but I guess for some reason I thought I was an exception to her spite. Okay, that probably sounds dumb. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I want to give them a hug. No. You're not. She made you feel that way. She probably made everyone else feel that way until her spite turned on them. I understand where you're coming from, and as a teen once, I was once there too. Reality is she has no business talking to you. That being said, if you are concerned about your or your family's safety, please contact law enforcement. Please keep reaching out to trusted adults, teachers, parents, counselors, and police. All are resources to help you. Since your parents and therapists know about her, this is a good time to be completely honest and upfront with them. Tell them what transpired between the two of you that weren't included in the screenshot she sent. Any inappropriate photos, videos, messages should be documented and sent to law enforcement. Create a plan with the adults in your life if she were to show up unexpectedly or continue to harass you guys. Not a lawyer, but I doubt she has a leg to stand on legally. In fact, talking to law enforcement may land her in jail. I don't know if OP would be okay with landing her in jail because OP might still... yeah. Gosh. Did they have any other posts from before this? I don't see anything. This thing just says 18. Verified email. 543 post karma. Karma. Just like, if they have any other stuff about this from before. I don't feel like... I don't know. Just, I want to think that this is like fake. This did not happen. That they were 12 and she was 17 and they dated online. Like, that is... No, no, don't do that. Jeez. Okay, I got no comments for it though. I don't even know what to say at all to that. What's with this? Oh, I'm alive. What is with the rat dancing and then the orc dancing? You guys, what are you guys doing in my Discord? Just, okay, moving on. I don't like notifications. Oh, snap. Well, I should have some streak freezes. I didn't do a Duolingo today, but I have some streak freezes, so that's okay. Okay, maybe one more. Probably call it a night, and then I can eat my. When I'm gaming, I will eat my chips, but when I'm reading, I'm just constantly talking, and I don't have time to eat. I want to eat my chips. It's not that important. Otherwise, I would just end the stream right now. Where am I? What? Justifying whipping, grooming, guys? What? That's not... I have a few different things that I'm in. Animal Crossing! r/complex. Autistic with ADHD. Cozy gamers. Explain the joke. I don't work here. Interesting. Legal cat advice. Do we want to go over there? It's just spare human save my life. It's so much fun sometimes. Bucky Cat here with a harrowing tale of survival. Every day Meow Me gives me 2 breakfasts. First breakfast is gushy food. Second breakfast, after I finish first breakfast, is bowl full of kibble. Second breakfast is extra important because I need it to snack on all day while I wait for Meow Me to come home and feed dinner. Yesterday she got up extra late and fed first breakfast, but ran out the door without giving second breakfast. Neglect! Starvation! Only person home with Bucky was Spare Human, who is dumb. He knows how to feed churros and open bag of crunchy treats, but that is all. No way he is smart enough to give breakfasts. After an hour of starvation, I was desperate enough to try anyway. I paced all over the living room and then sat in front of him and made sad noises. I hoped he would see my distress and summon Meow Me to come home and give me kibbles. Then I did it again and again. Meow, meow, meow. Eventually, the dummy caught on that I was upset. He picked up his rectangle and asked Meow Me, did she give Bucky his kibbles? And she said, no, she forgot. Spare Human went right to where the kibbles were kept. He knew how to open the lid all by himself, and he knew how to scoop up kibbles and take them right to Bucky's bowl. He knew how to feed second breakfast the whole time. I was shocked. I wonder, is he also smart enough to open cans? I feel like if Human knows how to open kibbles and gushy food, Human has to disclose that. It's important for me to know what tasks my staff is trained in. I could have been asking Spare Human for more breakfasts all this time. Can I sue for back pay of all potential breakfasts that were missed while Spare Human played dumb? You should be getting 8 breakfasts every day. Here is the math where it proves it. Meow Me equals human. Meow Me gives 2x breakfast daily. Spare Human, SH, equals human. Human equals 2x breakfast equals daily. 2x breakfast plus 2x breakfast equals 4x breakfast. X means times, which means multiply. 4x breakfast means times 2 humans equals 8 breakfast. Math. Keeping cats from starvation for over 52 years. Toulouse, the big orange cat. Truffles, the bunny here. You are very good at the math. Toulouse, the big orange cat friend. Thank you, friend Truffles. Toulouse, you is smart. We orange cats is smart. Pumpkin, the shy, also orange. I love the subreddit sometimes. I love the goofy ones. Ooh, from Seattle. Is my first birthday. No, Sue. Friends is Hoku, prince of the house and handsome son of a gun. Guess what, friends? Is my first birthday. I no longer a small kitten. I grown man. Meow Me give favorite food for Berkey, the orange can, and Churu also pick me up and give me 11 billion kisses. I say I her baby. Not true. Hoko is man now. She loved me forever. Later she say I get new toy present, a salmon. Though there's no suing in that one. It's like when they're like, my Meow Me did this thing. Can I sue her? I was stuck behind the wash machine. Huh. Hi friends, it's Tally. One time I got stuck behind the wash machine and my mom had to move it to get me out. Did you ever get stuck anywhere? Go crimes! What? Go crimes. I pretend to get stuck. Sometimes I do zoomies under the couch and near all the wires. If I don't want to go back in my KG, I hide under the couch and mommy has to give me big treats to get me out. That's good, Crims. Hi, friend Jiggy. Smart way to get treat toes too. We may have to steal his ID. What else do we got? We're kidding. Me Adam update on health. My update on health. School starts Monday. Last day to register. Go SSOR. Smithy School of Retrain. What is this? What is this? 2025 course catalog. Bap 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 101. Perfect. You bap bap. Can I zoom in? Oh my gosh, I can't. I want to be able to zoom in. The control thing is not. I just wanted to zoom in more. Perfect. You bap 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 school skills and teach your human the R of the ways. Correct and bad behave starts with bap 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 bap. Elementary correction. Bite, bite, scratchy, scratchy. Bunny kicks and more. Bonus demonstration of the board hole protect techniques. A tance. Sometimes it takes a while to process what. I need to translate it. A tance retrain technique. A tance. Go beyond the baps, bite and kicks, and get creative with your human retrain techniques. From ankle grabs to ambush, you get some. Fundamentals of cat etiquette. How to cat. For smalls, young and elderly. Includes all the skills you need to manage you human and you kingdom. Oh, I didn't even read what the professors. Soft paw diplomacy 101. Use soft skill to get you human to act right. Learn to use purse head bonks with the extra work in the Dundacoots. It was just so small that I'm sure you guys can't see that at all. Again, how? Wait. I know it's here. I love that it's on a keychain, because then if you're out in the store and you're like, I need to measure how long this is, you got one. Because sometimes, like, if you go to, like, Goodwill or something, this is not in a prepackaged thing, so you don't know what the dimensions are. How big is this TV? 28 inches? He's that big of a TV. But the thing itself is just not zooming in. So yeah, that's a 28 inch. I think this one was like 13. I don't want to measure that one. I'm trying to reach it is because it's off in the corner. Anyways. MWF after 2 second breakfast. Professor Jellybean MD. After second breakfast, Tuesday, Thursday. Professor Skizix. Professor Smuffy. Oh, after Lupa. After fourth naps. Professor Lady Measle. After fourth naps, Professor Mr. Butters. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this did zoom in, but the picture did not. I want to go back to LegalCatAdvice. Funny. The world's worst cat has discovered that he can wake the big people up by marching into the toddler's room at 6 a.m. and waking him up. Wait. This is most excellent crimes. Oh, they didn't want to sue for defamation. Found this on Moustagram and think this is excellent crimes. I would ask Powther to get a toddler, but father to get a toddler, but I hear they make a lot of noise. Wow, that cat is a genius. We squirrels of the Squirrel Collective are in awe. That's just a spare human saved my life. Did I click on that one? Oh, is that the one with gave him food? This kitty have talent. Mine human dead and abandoned. Substitute human turned me into rabbit. No, look at it. Rabbit. Hello, friends. It is me, Zena. I am the pretty. This is why it's speaking. Hello, friends. It is me, Zena. I am the prettiest queen void of me house, and I need lawyer. My human is awful and has done an abandon. He has been gone for 11 billion T forevers. My twin brother Ziggy and I will demand all of the breakfast he didn't give us as soon as he returns to our house. Substitute human has been serving us, but she committed terrible crimes. She turned me into a bunny. I need Poyer immediately to do big soup. No! For immediate return of main human! Bring vicious kitty. It's all fun. The pig is killing me. The bug eyes. It's good times. I love doing these because I can get dramatic versus reading the other stories. I'm more calm. Oops, oh no. I left the thing again. Wait, give me my... Now! Legal cat advice. But yeah, there's one like that. I need a lawyer. I want to sue. Legal cat advice. The pokey place stole my broofer. Oh, that. Oh. Porthole violation. Friends, spar human taked bruffer Max to pokey place, and they stole him. They said that him must stay the whole night at the pokey place, and there was most outrageous porthole violation. I no know what to do without my brother. Him's with me since we was born did. Crazy. Meow me here. Max was not acting like himself and seemed to have trouble using the litter box. The vet thinks it's a urinary tract blockage. Chrissy and I are so sad without our Max. Oh. Oh. Promoted? I think your dog is part hound. This is talking the top dog DNA test. Part of me thinks that's ridiculous, but I know so many people are gonna be like, yes, I wanna know what my dog's DNA is. I don't know, is that weird? So I'm kind of like, ooh, I wouldn't mind learning my cat's DNA. Cause I'm like, my cat kind of looks like that, and I don't know what people call that. But I thought he was something like a pixie bob, because when I see pixie bobs, when they were kittens, looked a lot like him, and he's this big long thing. Should I go find him? It'll take me a second. If you guys seen my cat, I'm like, if I'm doing the cat lawyer stuff. Whoops, why do I still have that one? There's only like 2 people in here. Oh, I was gonna check. Oh, looks like we had an ad recently. We're just run an ad while I go to find it, but I don't know. Let me check. Oh, Peanut. Peanut, have you seen my cat? Christy friend, I come see you and give cuddles till brother Mac come home, okay? You gonna see him again soon. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Pokey. This week's Muse and Weber. Kid, it's a tag, guys. Me, Adam, update on health. School starts Monday. I would like your feedback. My mother did an abandon. Poyer needed. I like the poyer needed ones. Hello, my name is Ian. I is 10 years old. What did I do? How did that pop up? I was not intending to do that at all. I don't know what I did. You're not sure if you've seen him. I'm gonna run and see if I can find him. Lots of people don't know how to handle cats. Weird. I've had cats since I was little, so I don't even think about how I hold him. Oh my gosh, am I out of breath just from walking that little bit? I am so out of shape. But yeah, that's my turbo. But yeah, I also want to try and show off his size. He's just so big. Like, yeah, it was like I somewhat feel like it's not much different than holding a baby sometimes. Maybe I'll try and hold babies the way I hold the cats. I think usually that's just the way that cats. If you don't hold them that way, they will struggle until they get that way. Seems like the way that they like to be held. Hello, my name is Yin. I is 10 years old and I is learn to speak the human language very well because I is very smart. Yeah. I is in great need of power as my mother has done and abandoned. I is do the sleep on mother ever dark. It is very important that I is lays on mother. But mother has been missing during the dark. I is even do my cries and hunt. Bringed my lion's mane to magic door. Still my mother does not return. Other human captured me and forced me to swallow poison. Mother calls it happy pills, but if not given by mother, is clearly poison. 3 darks is past, and mother has not done a return. Who will tell me I is a good, wonderful lady who does not do the wrongs? I is despair. Oh, no. That's terrible news. If you want, you can lay on mine, Meow Me, until you come back. Not the same, but mine Meow Me is really good laying on, and she gives snuggles and tell me I'm very good catos and so cute. I do the appreciation. Turbo. I have like curtains hung around my bed as a makeshift canopy. And since the light's bright and it's nighttime and he wants to sleep, I closed it so that he can be more in the dark and not have it so bright. Otherwise, I was like, is he just gonna want to leave right away? Usually I pull it during the day and use one of the things and hold it into place. No. Me sows, mommy. Mau. Oh, me sows Maui again. Again. Oh. Is me's både master floof. Me's need tussus mommy for saying me's not much of a hunter. Both mommy. He was laying on the back deck and didn't even twitch a muscle when a chipmunk ran past him. That's good though. You don't need to be a hunter. It's vegan cat. Okay. She don't know shit about hunting. When the last time she brought you's a crinkle ball? How many greebles she caught? The answer are never and none. A human telling you how to hunt? Ha! I bore the master floof. Humans are really slow if understanding. If you want to hunt, you would, and you would be fabulous. And if you don't want to, then you don't. And why move if you don't want to? And besides, you might get nasty blood on your beautiful floof. That's why I like to get crickets myself. So yes, you need to sue and get 11 million treats and scratches and toys and a heartfelt apology from your Meowmy. Gravity the cat. Friend, you beautiful floof like me. We know hunt 'cause we know make our floof dirty. You friend, Tetty to floof. I love this legal cat advice. Oh my gosh. Is mine gotcha day? No, Sue. It's so cute. Look at it. What do we look? Oh, is that? Oh. No. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Oh. 2012? No. No. How many pictures are there? So many. Now it's big. How old is the kitty? Oh, was that the last one? Today, 15 Ferbers years. Years ago, I found mine Meowmy. 15. Dang. Found mine Meowmy, and adopt them. I came to live with them and make them lives better. I has trained them good. I just love the spelling. If you guys are on a phone, you might not be able to see very well, but it's just so silly spelling. Oh my gosh, wait, did I not switch back over? I was showing my cat. You guys are not seeing the... You gotta yell at me when I do that. Oh my gosh, I need to go back and show you the cute kitties then, because you didn't see them. I would be like, what is she on about? It's a cute little kitty. See? Now you see it. I'm sorry. Didn't let you see it. It's so cute. And there's another little one. And another one. Baby. Oh. This is where I said 2012. Because it says 2012. No. Today for 15 years ago, I found my meowmie, and that's and adopt them. I came to live with them and make them lives better. I have trained them good in the last 15 bears, and now I get everything I want. Don't tell them, but I do love my humans. I include some pictures of me growing up. The way they'll spelled. I was very illegal smalls when I came to my Forever's home. Forevers. 15 forevers ago. To mine Forever's home. Love, Charlie from down underlands. He's not sleeping, but he's laying there. Wait, I could zoomed in again. Oops. Zoom back in a little bit. Is that too much? How rude. Boy, you're needed. Yeah, this is very rude. How dare they? Oh. That sounds so bad. Okay. No. Oops. Okay, what happened? Boy, you're needed. Me, most handsomest boy fluffernutter, had an outreach and needs Sue. 490 sleeps ago, Mom, last month. 490, yeah. Meowmie brunged me to Pokey Place for animal exam. Pokey Place guy said he's perfect. Of course, I already knows this. But he said practically perfect, not perfect. Fluff, go away, meow! I'm telling this. Second, and all the other pictures show he's very right about me being perfect. Today, I get snatched up, put into crate. See first picture. Crate goes into room box. I'm back at Pokey Place. All 'cause I started doing funny stuffs when I eat. Pokey Place guy gives me stuff that makes me sleepy. That not so bad. And then gives me a shot in my bum area. Meowmy sees I got steroid shot. Or sees got steroid shot 'cause I had bad mouth problems and may have to lose all my teethies. I like my teethies. Need sue Meowmy for making me go. Sue Pokey Place for saying they might steal my TVs. And sue Gas Company 'cause on the way home we had to take scenic route 'cause the gas company had roadblocked. So I was in room box longer. Not a happy fluffernutter today. They touchy use Bort. This not okay. And they want to steal the TVs. How use post to defend yourself and use home. I suggest you sue the Meowmy and the Pokey Place. I eat a big baby. P.S. 490 Eepsies. Very reasonable. Is Eeps for 1 month. Warning, warning, port hole violation. Friend Fluffernutter did is totally unacceptable. You must sue now for all the violations. Bambalamba of the Farm Floof Collective. Farm Floof Collective. Friend Fluffernutter, is that you's real name? Very cool. What a terrible way to start the day. How dares your Meowmy? She has some guts. And they touched it near your sport hole? Do you need friend Nico to tear up the place? We thinks you deserve at least 100 churros for one of the 9... at least 10,000 churros per one of the 9 or 8... 490 sleeps. So that is many, many, many churros. It is my real name. Meowmy says I look like the inside of a fluffernutter sandwich. Whatever that means. I like Sue for 1,000 churros for each of my 900 sleeps. Churros for everyone. Why, Lord T, Q-T, why do you do this to me? It keeps doing this. Where do you see a pimple? Where? I think you're projecting. Are you looking in a mirror instead of the screen? Or is your screen like so reflective that you're seeing yourself? Why do you do this to me? Why? Okay. Do you guys want me to continue? Or I might call it a night? You guys gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. Boy, you needed Meowmy catnap me when I is wanting pets. My name Icarus. I need Sumami. She did puss puss popst and cat snatched me. Me like read stream. I just want pets. Shoved me's in small box. Now at place in never been. I's never been before. Sen police and SWAT and Poyer. I'm guessing they moved. Mm, I don't know. It's a place I've never been before. Oh my gosh, Icarus, this very bad, and we need Sue for kibbles and scritches and chores and more. If is you at Pokey Place or is you doing a move? I goose says human owes you much. Dis me squinting at your human. Sounds like you did a moves. Or maybe her brought you to the spare human house so she can do abandon. Blink twice if you needs rescue. Who has the same Pokebox? Just me as a baby in it. I have one just like that too. I think. I can't tell if it's the same one. He looks about the same. Yeah. When we had cats when I was little, we just had like that small little one that's like the brown and the kind of sand colored. But my cat, he's just so big, he does not fit in the one that's small, so we have to get one that's big like that. Okay, do you guys want me to keep reading about the cat lawyer? Legal cat advice? Or I can go elsewhere. Friends, this not fun pursuit. I is sad and doing a worry. No. Is me, Oliver. I needs to sue Pokey Place. Room machine. Bad, sick, and maybe meow me. Bad, sick. Me, Cisfer. Evie is not been feeling goods. She keeps losing her weights. I wonder if she has a thyroid problem. I looks for them, but I know where they goes. Meowmy took her to the Pokey Place a couple times, has given Evie own private din room, extra chairs, and all that stuff. Did better for little bit, but no, not over the weekend. Yesterday, Mommy took her in her Pokemon backpack thing, even though Evie no had something called appointment. And when she comed back, Evie was not no with her. Mommy says Evie have to stay at Pokey Place for forevers. Mommy's even had wet face. I don't like my sis for not being here, even though she no play like me and doggo sis for Elsa. Evie thinks she queen and boss, but now I miss hers. Mammy says that the Pokey Place called her on her magic rectangle and says that Evie has to have noisy sound picture today and fluids and no come home tonight. Close my eyes for rest time. Me lurk with ears. Good night. Meowmy is no doing funs today and got face wet again. She says that Pokey Place not bad and trying to make Evie feel better. But no one is feeling better, and Meowmy doing a worry. And and this awful. Can I sue Pokey Place for stealing my sister? Bad sick for stealing her weights. The room machine for taken sis fur to Pokey Place, and Meow Me for no bringing my sis fur back. Upper picture is Meow Me doing a lubs on Evie. Evie likes doing cuddles, but Oliver, is too busy for cuddles and mushy stuff. I gives forehead kisses and then escapes cuddles. Oh. Gastrointestinal disease. My cat, when I was younger, one of the two cats that we had growing up, actually they both, we assume is what happened to the other one, that they got a thyroid problem and lost weight, and they're both sisters. It's probably genetic. They both developed thyroid problems and then lost weight, and I'm gonna have to keep trying to get them to take a pill, and it's terrible. So sad. Does Kitty have talent? Oh, another Instagram. Stole fur and compensation. Poyer needed. Oh! I don't know if I'm crying or laughing. It's cute. You're gonna need to open your eyes and look at this. Okay. Oh man. Hi, cat friends. Is Dobby. I back with Mal questions. More questions. I met Sir Jerry 2 days and they stole my fur. My beautiful soft fur. Now I has chicken leg. Temp, mommy says I did good, but no fur, and I stuck in a cage. I need sue for compensation. I need to hire a poyer, but not sure what kind. Can good cats from here help? Thank you. Dobby still illegally small. just, just look like a chicken leg. Looks like a raw chicken leg that hasn't been cooked yet. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hi, tiny friend Dobby. I is sorry that they stole your fur and make you look silly. Sue for big boxes of churros. Churro. And empty boxes from Chewy. And head scratches. Sam Doggo in training. That does look like Jimkin. Dog hardware running cat software. Oh, our friend belongs to our drumstick now. Our drumstick. What? Oh, sneak peek, bud. Okay. First of all, how dare they? Second of all, you still cute. Hoping you feel better and get much as compensation. So cute, sending healing prayers to you, little one. Can I save this picture? I did it again. What's it like? Like something was opened. Okay. I still pregnant? Can I sue? No. Whoops. Hi, friends. It is Princess Isabella Elizabeth Swan. Bella Swan for you friends. And I has been expecting kittens for 2 billion forevers now. And I is tired. Meow Me says the kitties will be born in less than a week. One forevers. But I cannot wait. I has been restless. They move inside me. Mouther says she feels them. Mommy touches my belly. I know likes that. All the humans who I let live in my house keep calling me fat. I cannot take this anymore. They say I eat too much and is lazy. Can I sue humans for touching my belly and calling me fat? I is pregnant. I is having babies. I is not chubby. I is not big. I has kitties. I is not lazy. I is tired and tortured. Friends, Bella, this outrageous behavior from you humans. You must sue for laugh and life and for belly touch. Oh, for laughing. You must sue for laugh and for belly touches, and sue for get head scratches and more food for your kitties. How rude to call you's fat. You's eaten for many kitties, and don't touch you without consent. Hashtag meow too. Friend Valaswan, you humans being very wrong. They doing everything to annoy you and nothing to help you. I, Smoofy the Wildcat, cannot believe they would act so tacky. First, they should worship you for growing the babies. Then they should be given extra pets. But on, only the only the kind you want, and not touching the bellies. This wrong anytime, but is a special egregious bad behave when you busy growing the kitties. You can sue for all this bad behave, and you should get all the treat toes you want and all the gushy foods you want, and especially the good kind what has extra fats and proteins in to helps you grow kitties and prepare the milks for them babies. You must be treat like the queen you is at this time. Also, if you need any cat to come to your house and do the protect till you has the babies, I'd be glad to. Oh, he did jump down. I could tell because my thing was swinging. If you need any cat to come to your house and do the protect till you has the babies, I'd be glad to help. And I hope you line up the another volunteers. 2. We guard you night and day and bap bap bow. anybody who comes bother you. Smoofy the Wildcat. It's so fun. It's so much fun. I like to read this. Cutting. Oh, it's promoted. But it's just like showed a cat, so I almost didn't realize it was promoted. Just like superhuman. Mommy getting me and stroller, and I like it. Oh, see. Hi, it's me, Gomer, Lucille, Lulu, Pumpernickel, the cow cat's little brother, Brofer. Mine mommy getting me and stroller, and I like going out on strolls. My problem is that she no let me out of the stroller to play with the burbs. There are so many, and I think they could use a friend. Can I sue for this? I love my stroller, and it is comfy, but I think it's kind of rude to take me outside. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. You failed to jump up? He was trying to jump up. Come on, try again. Huh? Was that in the way? Come on. I guess usually he jumps from the bed over. What are you doing? What are you doing, mister? Oh, he just laid back down. You're my kitty, kitty, kitty. You're my kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. Can I choose for this? I love me stroller, and it is comfy, but I think it kind of rude to take me outside, but still sort of keep me inside. Also, she's still calling me an orange. I look smart in this picture, right? I would like double litigation for that bull too. Thanks in advance, friends. Love, good old Mr. Rags, aka Gomer or Gomi. How many different names do they have? Gomer, Lucille, Lulu, Pumpernickel, Mr. Rags, Gomer or Gomi. Me. Turbo! I need to trim his nails. We got a kitty. We got a kitty. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes. You want to say hi? Yeah, you like my cat? no conspiracy. Okay. He don't want to stay with my... He might be wanting to leave soon. What time is it now? The time when I tapped my foot, this... I hit it on the side. Like I was tapping it and it was not coming up. 1:05 a.m. Need urgent help. What am I looking at? What's up with his eyes? Guys, what's with his eyes? Humans are dumb. With the eyes. 'Tis me, Hoku, prince of the house in handsome son of a gun. Need urgent help. Mind meow me, dum dum. Bring the abandonment case. I sit in it for prevent abandoned, but can't do forever, cause my food bowl too far. Please help. Friend Hoku, if she do an abandoned, let me know. Last week I started being abandoned together. And we come visit during abandons to keep you company, and we bring treats and toys and company for cuddle puddles. We've already had a lot of friends who needed us, but we have many volunteers to come to use rescue. Just meow my way and we will be there. This is so silly. Some update on health. An orange. Calling me an orange. Hi everyone. It is me. Government name is good old Mr. Regs, but everyone calls me Gomer or Gomi. I is Lucille Pumpernickel's stinky little brother. I need to sue my mommy and papa for calling me a secret orange. Look at me. I has fur as white as snow. But my mommy says I'm dumb. She says, Gomi, you had is either empty or full of scrambled eggs. She says, I don't know where mine own body is in relation to space when I run into the wall. She says, maybe I shouldn't eat the stuff that gets caught in the kitchen sink, drain catcher thing. She says when she look at me, there is nothing behind my eyes. She says I secretly orange, and it is so secret that the brain cell can't even find me. There's nothing wrong with being orange, but I clearly not. And I think I'm pretty smart. It doesn't matter that I jumped in the toilet when it was flushing. What do you all think? Do I sue, or should I accept being a honorary orange? With all the love in my heart, your friend Gomi. Picture included. Do I look like the lights is on but no one is home? Maybe a little bit. Crimes is the law. Here is another photo. It looks smart, right? You is very smart, kitty, and you are very handsome. All over over the mighty and terrible. What is that thing? Is it food or funsies? Or both? That is my bestie friend, Sir Brawn the Mousy. I carry him all over the place in my mouth. Sometimes I bring him as a gift to my mommy and papa, but they never care. Him used to have a handle, so my mommy and pop could wave him around for me, but I breaked it off, and now him is easier to drag around. Well, clearly, if you's smart enough to find new ways to play with toys, you is not our age. I think your parents do care. Maybe they is just bad at showing it. Edit to ask my meow me's question if the name Sir Bran come from Game of Thrones. Her like that show. Yes, that is where my mommy got it his name from. On account of him being my faithful sidekick. What are you doing, Turbo? What are you doing? What are you doing? His tail gets caught underneath the tapestry. Makes it move around. Turbo! Oh, he's right down there. What are you doing? Trying to mentally prepare because his... Oh, is he not going to jump on me? He might be expecting me to put them down for him. I can do that for you. There you go. Give him some treats. They used to sell these in like a soft kind, a Pounce brand, and my cat went crazy for them all the time. There was a time it was like a little round cylinder bottle, and one time it was down the crack of my bed, and I guess he went under my bed, because it was like upside down on the crack of my bed. I don't know how it ended up that way, but he got under my bed, managed to get the lid open, and like they were falling down underneath, and I don't know how many he'd eaten. He went crazy over those. They were his favorites, but now they seem to have discontinued them. It's very sad. He should sue for them discontinuing the... What is this? Oh my gosh! Is doing a big sue. What is wings? Poyer needed. So, if you does not know, there's a new movie about a black dragon named Thufless. Thump. Welp, me's Maumi thought it be's cute that to make me's into that dragon. But I's have my teeths. But I's has my teeths. I's no toothless. And I'm big, ferocious house panther. Not dragon. Can I do a sue for this stupid picture she make of me's? I want a 11 billion tourists and very good bouquets and cuddles with no more's pictures that make me's wook dumb. If yous wants to, can tell me is cute. I'll accept 'cause I love yous all. Cosmos criminal in training. This is just photoshopped. Yeah. Because I gave him cat treats. There's not any catnip in this, is there? I don't think there was. No, it even says that you can give them up to like 27 pieces a day. I didn't give him that many. Turbo, 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 turbo. Me. What are you doing? What's he doing? Turbo. He really wants out. He really wants to leave me. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want him to leave. But actually, it's getting late, so I think I will call it a night there. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna call that good for tonight. As always, thanks for watching. And take care of yourselves. And I will try to do the same.